I'm not afraid of death. I just don't want to be there when it happens. Healthy citizens are the greatest asset any country can have. When people try to bury you, remind yourself you are a seed. Don't complain about the snow on your neighbor's roof when your own doorstep is unclean. So long as you fight the darkness, you stand in the light. We all have the beast in us, Bill, and it is up to us to control it. Be not afraid of going slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. When you procrastinate, you become a slave to yesterday. We need to be fit and ready for anything that might come our way. I'm not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. No one is useless in this world who lightens the burdens of others. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. I admire those who do good and expect nothing in return. The money you make is a symbol of the value you create. I live my life in widening circles that reach out across the world. Don't depend too much on anyone in this world, because even your own shadow leaves you when you are in darkness. Create your own miracles. Do what you think you cannot do. If you are willing to go out on a limb, the tree of life holds endless possibilities. Savor everything. Cling to nothing. Live now, because living then won't be any better. Never worry a bit in life. Always be full of merriment. Cherish that which is in you, and shut out that which is without, for much knowledge is a curse. I can't go into detail, but it's why I went to the special meeting at the Pentagon. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. Maybe everyone is just waiting for someone else to save them. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. The elegance under pressure is the result of fearlessness. The fear of appearances is the first symptom of impotence. When your intentions are pure, so too will be your success. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Things don't happen for no reason. They happen to teach you something. The skillful employer of men will employ the wise man, the brave man, the covetous man, and the stupid man. In the end, you have to choose whether or not to trust someone. The whole house seemed to exhale a melancholy breath of emptiness. Focus on the step in front of you, not the whole staircase. If you have the guts to be yourself, other people will pay your price. You fall because you are human, and rise because you are divine. Wake up with determination. Go to bed with satisfaction. Hats have power. Hats can change you into someone else. Celebrate true friends. They are a part of you that always sparkles. There is little success where there is little laughter. The control of large numbers is possible, and like unto that of small numbers if we subdivide them. Loving yourself is required for authentic relationships. We are willing to believe anything other than the truth. I never fail. It's just that the people around me succeed more than I. Everybody stay positive, no matter how negative life gets. Imagining something is better than remembering something. I'd rather be an optimist and a fool than a pessimist, and right. People don't always want to be with people. It gets tiring. Appear at points which the enemy must hasten to defend. March swiftly to places where you are not expected. Be sure to place your feet in the right place, then stand firm. It takes more effort to avoid the truth than it does to face it. Stop trying to create a new you around the same old people. At some point, we all look up and realize we are lost in a maze. In the desire to control others, we lose control over ourselves. What you do is what matters, not what you think or say or plan. Do it now. Sometimes later becomes never. I don't want life to imitate art. I want life to be art. It's failure that gives you the proper perspective on success. Life is worth living when you have someone to share it with. Everything's a risk. Not doing anything is a risk. It's up to you. If they don't like you for being yourself, be yourself even more. For them to perceive the advantage of defeating the enemy, they must also have their rewards. It takes greater faith to dance in the dark than to rest in light. Most often, you don't own your own mind. You borrow it from society. I never said it would be easy. I only said it would be worth it. Fear not the path of truth, for the lack of people walking on it. Build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across. The worst part of being okay is that okay is far from happy. A paranoid is someone who knows a little of what's going on. More powerful than the will to win is the courage to begin. The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. If you fight with all your might, there is a chance of life, whereas death is certain if you cling to your corner. Convince your enemy that he will gain very little by attacking you. This would diminish his enthusiasm. Freedom is the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. We say later, later, until later becomes too late, and all we can think of is if only. To bear and not to own, to act and not lay claim, to do the work and let it go, for just letting it go is what makes it stay. Do not take life too seriously. You will never get out of it alive. Your life has a limit, but knowledge has none. If you use what is limited to pursue what has no limit, you will be in danger. Truth is as straight as an arrow, while a lie swivels like a snake. Always blow your own trumpet. Blowing someone else's is unhygienic. That knowledge, which stops at what it does not know, is the highest knowledge. Begin by seizing something which your opponent holds dear. Then he will be amenable to your will. If the mind is willing, the flesh could go on and on without many things. Conformity teaches us the value of our precious worth. The more powerful the class, the more it claims not to exist. A clown on a throne is still a clown. A king in rags is still a king. You get what you focus on, so focus on what you want. Respond intelligently, even to unintelligent treatment. Focus on making yourself better, not on thinking that you are better. Remember, if you play small, you stay small. Glory resides in the hearts of those you inspire, not in fleeting moments of fame. A trusting heart will follow only those who truly follow their heart. If you derive joy in destroying others, you won't go far in life. I'm not afraid of storms, for I am learning how to sail my ship. It is the privilege of the gods to want nothing, and of godlike men to want little. In order to change the world, you have to get your head together first. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. If truth is not acceptable, it becomes the imagination of others. Vulnerability is the least celebrated emotion in our society.